Today we will start with problems related to structure. Clear? So here first problem on the structure, that is write a program to create structure for cricket team having elements player name, age and score. That means structure having three data members. First data member is player name, then age and then score. So we will decide what is the data types for these data members of the structures or elements of the structures. Next, declare and initialize the structure for 5 cricketers. Means next thing is we will declare structure variables for 5 cricketers. That means we will take information of 5 cricketers. What is the information? Information contains name of the cricketer, age and their respective score in ODI, One Day International. Next, display the name of the players whose score in ODI are greater than or equal to 100. Okay, means we will display only those cricketers' name whose score is greater than or equal to 100. That is the conditional part. Okay, so here first we will declare create one structure. So how to create structure? Clear? So program always starts from including header files. That is #include. First file is stdio.h. Okay, because stdio.h header file contains printf, scanf, built-in functions. Next, include con.io.h header file. Con stands for console input output. Console means black screen on which your output get displayed. So related functions are clear screen, CLR, SCR, then getch to freeze the console. So these definitions of these built-in functions are written in the con.io.h header file. So include these two basic header files. Next, declare or create the structure for cricket league. So create the structure. Creating structure, use keyword struct. This is first keyword. Write keyword struct, not structure, just struct. This is a keyword to create structures. What is structures? Structure is a user defined data type. Means we will create our own, user create its own data type. Means there are some built-in data types available in C language. Which are the built-in data types? Int, float, double, long, character. These are all built-in data types. Okay, already provided by developer. Okay, but if you want to create your own data type, that data type is not available in C language. For example, to store whole record of cricketer, there is no data type available in C language. So we want to create our own data type. Means user defined data type, and that is nothing but your structure. So first create your own data type, user defined data type using structure. What is the use of structure? To store non-homogeneous data elements together in a single entity called as a structure. Non-homogeneous means player name. What is the data type of player name? Character array. Age. What is the data type of the age? Integer. Next, score. What is the data type of the score? Maybe integer or long. Clear? So all these are non-homogeneous data members, and we want to store all these data members together in a single entity called as a structure. So what is the use of structure? Structure is used for storing non-homogeneous data elements together in a single entity called as a structure. So create structure for cricket team. So struct Then give the name of the structure. Suppose cricket underscore team. But don't use space. Space is not allowed in C language for giving name to some variable. Okay, or name to the structure. Space is not allowed. Instead of that, use underscore. Underscore is allowed. Clear? Next, what is the next? Then structure members or structure elements. Which are the structure elements? First is the player name. So write player, use underscore or capital name is allowed. So player name. Clear? This is the data member or element of the structure. What is the data type of the player name? It is character array. So data type is character and it is an array. So write subscript operator. This is called as subscript operator. What is the size of subscript operator? We want to choose it. Suppose name. What is maximum characters in the name? Suppose 30 characters. So write size as a 30. So this is the first declaration of the first element of structure, or it is called as structure data member. Second data member. What is the second data member? Age. So age. Right? You semicolon here. Then what is the data type of age? It is integer. So write int integer as a data type. This is second data member. Third data member, that is score. Next, what is the data type of the score? Integer. So write integer. These are three data members of the structure cricket team. So we can create structure. This is the structure for cricket team, and these are the structure data members. Clear? Next, after completion of the structure, give semicolon. Okay, this is whole called as a structure definition. This is structure name and this is called as structure data member. So first part, that is write a program to create structure for cricket team having elements player name, age and score. So now we will create, or we are creating this structure for cricket team. Understood? This is the whole is called as structure definition, and these are the structure data members. Each and every structure data member ends with the semicolon, and after completion of the structure, write semicolon here. Next part. What is the next part? Declare the structure variable. First, declare. Only declaration of the structure for 5 cricketers. Okay. So where we declare it? We can declare it here also. While completing the structure, we can write struct, then name of the structure, that is cricket underscore team. Okay, this is called as now data type. This is called as data type. Clear? Next, name of the variable means declaration of the 5 cricketers. Means suppose name is player. Player is the name of the variable where we want to store the information of single cricketers. But how many cricketers information we want to store? 5. And all are having same information. All cricketers having same information, that is name, age and score. So we can create array of structure variable. This is the structure variable. Player is the structure variable. Understood? Player is the structure variable, and player name, age and score, this is the structure data members. Understood? So we can create array of structure variable. What is the size? Size is 5. View semicolon. So this is also called as a declaration of the structure for 5 cricketers. Okay. Only difference is that we can declare it outside the main or above the main function. So this player of 5 structure variable becomes global scope. That variable scope is global. Global means that players are accessible by any other functions in that program. Suppose main is a one function. Suppose second function is a display, is a second function. So we can access player information in main function as well as display function. That means that player structure variable becomes global. That is scope of that structure variable is global. That is called that this is a declaration of structure variable. You can call this as the declaration of the structure variable. Next, after that, write main function, void main. Inside main, okay, main is the main function. Now, inside main, also we can declare the structure variable. This is one method, this is one way to declare the structure variable. What is the another way? Same line we can write inside the main function. Then what is the difference? Difference is only in the scope. Okay, when we write this line inside the main function, then what happens? That player variable becomes local. Means what? Only main function can access the player information. No other function outside the main function can access the information of player. Understood? Clear? थोडंसं मी मराठीत पुन्हा एकदा कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर करतो. Player struct cricket team player 5. This is also called as declaration of structure variable. But what is the scope of that player? That becomes global scope. And if we write same line inside the main function, then it becomes local scope. That is only difference. म्हणजेच प्लेयर इन्फॉर्मेशन जर लोकल मेनला मेन मध्ये दिली तर मेन मध्येच ऍक्सेसिबल होईल. फक्त प्लेयरची इन्फॉर्मेशन कुठे ऍक्सेसिबल होईल? मेन मध्येच. मेनच्या बाहेर सपोज एक डिस्प्ले फंक्शन असेल तर तिथं ते प्लेयरची इन्फॉर्मेशन ऍक्सेसिबल होणार नाही. अंडरस्टूड? ओके. नेक्स्ट, so this is also called as structure variable declaration, okay, for 5 cricketers. Next, how to initialize it. Now next thing is how to initialize the structure variable. Before that, inside main first write clear string. Means whatever may be the data written previously on the console that get erased by which statement? Clear string. This is built-in function and that built-in function is exist in which header file? conio.h header file. Understood? Okay. Next, how to initialize it? Before initializing, what happens? Now, this is a variable. Clear? So for each and every variable in C language, compiler reserves memory at compile time. Okay, that is one of the function of compiler. What is the function of compiler? To reserve memory for 5 players on where? On RAM. Now that variable is a global. Now global variable. So that memory is reserved on the global partition or static partition of a RAM. बघा RAM वर RAM चे 4 पार्टीशन असतात लॉजिकल. ओके. First is code partition, second global or static partition, third heap partition and fourth one is the stack partition. 4 लॉजिकल पार्टिशन्स असतात. एवढंच लक्षात ठेवा. आता या प्लेयर 5 साठी काय होणार आहे? मेमरी मॅनेजमेंट होणार आहे. आता किती मेमरी मॅनेजमेंट होणार आहे हे पण बघितलं पाहिजे. किती मेमरी मॅनेजमेंट होणार आहे? प्लेयर स्ट्रक्चरचा एक व्हेरिएबल असेल तर किती मेमरी मॅनेजमेंट होणार आहे? बघा. नेम साठी 30 बाइट्स. क्लियर? इंटिजर साठी 2 बाइट्स. इंटिजर स्कोर साठी 2 बाइट्स. म्हणजे 34 बाइट्सचा एक ब्लॉक रिझर्व कुठं? रॅम वर. असे किती ब्लॉक्स रिझर्व होणार आहेत? 5 ब्लॉक्स रिझर्व होणार आहेत. कोण रिझर्व करणार आहे? कंपायलर. कुठल्या मेमरी मध्ये? डिपेंड्स ऑन द स्टोरेज क्लास. स्टोरेज क्लास काय आहे? ग्लोबल. म्हणजे कुठं रिझर्व होणार आहे? ग्लोबल पार्टिशन. ओके. सिंपली आता तुम्ही लक्षात काय ठेवा? रॅम वर रिझर्व होणार आहे. कुठं होणार आहे रॅमवर. म्हणजे हे डिक्लेरेशन केल्याबरोबर काय होणार आहे जागा लोकेट होणार आहे कुणाला प्लेयरसाठी. तिथे इन्फॉर्मेशन नसणार आहे प्लेयरची, जस्ट काय असणार आहे त्याच्यासाठीची जागा, नेमसाठी, एजसाठी आणि स्कोरसाठी. क्लिअर. मग बघा कसं होतं. आता इन्फॉर्मेशन बघा. नेम काय आहे प्लेयर. प्लेयर पहिला 0. पहिला कशासाठी रिझर्व होईल प्लेयर 0. त्यानंतर कशासाठी रिझर्व होईल प्लेयर 1. नेक्स्ट प्लेयर 2. नेक्स्ट प्लेयर 3 and last one is player 4. Okay, so these locations are reserved for 5 players and each player reserves how many bytes 34 bytes. Each and every block size is 34 bytes each. समजते. ओके. आता इंटरनल पार्टिशन्स कसे असणार आहेत प्लेयर 0 डॉट प्लेयर नेम. बघा आता डॉट ऑपरेटर बघूया आपण. स्ट्रक्चरच्या सिंपल व्हेरिएबल थ्रू स्ट्रक्चरचे डेटा मेंबर्स ऍक्सेस करायचे असतील तर यूज डॉट ऑपरेटर. क्लियर. using structure simple variable when we want to access structure data members use dot operator. Clear. So dot operator is used when we access the structure data members using structures simple variable. Simple का जर pointer असेल, if structure data member is a pointer type. Clear. थ्रू पॉइंटर टाइप व्हेरिएबल स्ट्रक्चरचे डेटा मेंबर ऍक्सेस करायचे असतील तर यूज एरो ऑपरेटर. बघा दोन टाइपचे ऑपरेटर्स आहेत टू ऍक्सेस स्ट्रक्चर्स डेटा मेंबर्स. फर्स्ट इज डॉट ऑपरेटर. सिंपल नोटेशन इज डॉट. सेकंड ऑपरेटर इज एरो ऑपरेटर. ओके. So when we use dot operator when we access structures data members using structure simple variable use dot operator, or if you access structures data members using pointer type of structure variable is not simple, it is a pointer type, then use arrow operator. Understood what is the difference between dot operator and arrow operator? Okay, so next main function clear screen. Next part is initialize the structures variable for 5 cricketers. Now we want to initialize. Here there is all members having garbage values. Okay, garbage values for player name, age and score. Okay, so internal 3 partitions are there again. Player 0 dot player name, player 0 dot age and player 0 dot score. These are the names for the 3 locations. Clear. So first location is for player 0 dot player name. So now we want to initialize it. Means now we want to assign the information. Assign the information to that players. Blocks are reserved, but there is no information. So we want to enter that information related to particular player. For that, we want to initialize that structure variable. For that, how to initialize it? Using printf and scanf statements. Clear? So first, printf. What we want to enter? First player's name. We want to enter first player's name. So how to enter? First give the message. Enter name of player /n double quotes complete. Then parenthesis right semicolon. Okay. Next thing. What is next thing? Scanf statement. Now we want to scan the information for name. So write scanf percentage S for scanning the name, that is character array. Use formatting type percentage S, S for string. Okay, now if character array is there and scanning the information, don't write ampersand. No need to write ampersand. If it is integer value, write ampersand. Okay, but if it is character array, no need to write ampersand. Directly we can access it. How we can access it? The player of 0. First player's information. So just write player of 0 dot player name. So write player name. Clear? Don't use ampersand here. This is for first player's name only. Next, what we want to access next? Next, we want to access age. So what is printf? Enter age /n double quotes complete. Similar way, scanf percentage d integer value. So use percentage d. Next, percentage d ampersand of. Use ampersand now. What? Player of 0. Player of 0 dot age. Dot age. Clear? Next. What is next? Third structure data member. We want to initialize. How to initialize third data member of the cricketer, that is score. Same way. Enter score /n double quotes complete. Then scanf percentage d because it is decimal number. Right? Ampersand of player 0 dot score semicolon. Okay, clear? This is, we want to initialize structure variable, that is cricketer's information for first cricketer, that is at the 0th location, player 0, using this. Next, what is next? We want to initialize for second, we want to initialize for third, fourth and fifth. So what is the difference? Same 6 lines we will repeat 5 times. And what is the change only? In the index. Instead of 0, write 1. Instead of 1, we can write say third, 2, 3 and 4. That is only change. Okay, means number of lines of code get increased. But why to increase it? Because we know what is the use of loop. While same statement we want to repeat multiple times, what we use? We use loops. Okay, any loop, for loop, while loop, while any. You can use any loop. So which one is the better? For loop is the better. So use for loop. So here after PS name, use for loop. So for, take one integer value, integer I, initialize it to 0, condition I less than equal to 4, because only 5 cricketers information we want to initialize. This code is for initializing 5 cricketers information. Next, I plus and then write curly. Okay, so include these 6 statements inside for loop. So these 6 statements executed how many times? 5 times. 0 to 4 means total 5 times. Okay, but what is the change now? Now change is I. Player I dot player name. Here player of I dot age, and here player of I dot score. Means now this loop is executed for 5 times and 5 cricketers information is initialized. Okay, and that information is stored where? These locations. Okay, for example, first cricketer name, that is Suppose first Sachin. Okay, what is the age? 35. What is the score in ODI? Suppose 150. So this information is stored at the location player of 0. Similar way for player 1, player 2, player 3 and player 4. So we can initialize now 5 cricketers information. That is third part. First is create structure for cricket team, having elements, player name, age and score. That is this one. Second part, that is declare the structure for 5 cricketers. We can declare it here. That is scope is global. Okay. Next thing is to initialize the structure for 5 cricketers, means we can initialize it. Okay. So this whole code is for initializing the information for 5 cricketers. Now, okay, we want to initialize it, means we can insert 5 cricketers information on RAM. On which partition? Global partition. Understood? Now, next part is, what is the next part? Display the names of the players whose scores in the ODI are greater than or equal to 100. We want to display the names of cricketers whose score is equal or greater than 100. Clear? For example, here 150. Suppose second player score is 98. Third player score is 55. Fourth player score is suppose 156, and fourth last player's information is suppose score is 170. Okay, so how many players having score equal or greater than 150? 100. First player, then fourth and fifth. Clear? Now we want to display only names of that cricketers. Clear? For that purpose, we want to use conditional part. Okay, conditional part. Or for conditional part, we can use if statement. For example, if means जर. Simple. बघा मराठीत आपण बोलतो. जर त्या क्रिकेटरचा स्कोर ग्रेटर और इक्वल टू 100 असेल तरच त्याचं नाव डिस्प्ले करा. सिंपल. म्हणजे जर म्हणजे इफ. आता स्कोर, प्लेयरचा स्कोर कसा मिळतो रे? प्लेयर ऑफ फर्स्ट प्लेयरचा स्कोर कसा मिळणार? प्लेयर 0 डॉट स्कोर. काय देणार आपल्याला? 0 प्लेयरचा स्कोर. सेकंड प्लेयरचा स्कोर कसा मिळणार? प्लेयर 1 डॉट स्कोर gives you second player score. आणि तो कशाशी कंपेअर करायचा आपल्याला? 100 डॉट स्कोर हा कशाशी कंपेअर करायचा आपल्याला? 100. बरोबर आहे. जर हा स्कोर ग्रेटर और इक्वल 100 पेक्षा असेल तर काय करायचं आहे? नेम ऑफ दॅट क्रिकेटर डिस्प्ले करायचा. म्हणजे जर असेल तर काय प्रिंट करायचं रे? प्रिंट एफ कुणाचं नेम? प्लेयरचं. सपोज मेसेज द्या प्लेयर नेम इज इक्वल टू परसेंटेज एस. नेम कशात असतं? फॉर्मॅटिंग टाइप परसेंटेज एस. आता तो कसा मिळणार नेम? प्लेयर प्लेयर एरो पाहिजे तर डॉट प्लेयर नेम. and semicolon. Okay, so this is the conditional part. जर प्लेयरचा स्कोर ग्रेटर दॅन इक्वल टू 100 असेल तर त्या प्लेयरचा, जर ही कंडिशन ट्रू झाली तरच तुमचा कर्सर रन टाइमचा कशात येईल? इफ स्टेटमेंट मध्ये येईल आणि ही स्टेटमेंट काय होईल? एक्झिक्यूट होईल. क्लियर? आता हे स्टेटमेंट किती वेळा आपल्याला चेक करायचं आहे? किती प्लेयरची इन्फॉर्मेशन आहे आपल्याकडे अवेलेबल? 5. ओके, सो हे स्टेटमेंट आपल्याला पहिल्यांदा प्लेयर ऑफ 0 डॉट स्कोर चेक करायचं आहे. परत हे स्टेटमेंट पुन्हा लिहावं लागेल मला प्लेयर ऑफ 1 डॉट. असं 5 वेळा लिहिण्यापेक्षा मी काय करू शकतो? यूज लूप. सो यूज लूप हियर. व्हाट इज द लूप? फॉर कर्ली ब्रॅकेट कंप्लीट. व्हाट इज द I equal to 0, I less than equal to 4, I plus plus. Clear? So what happens now? Here write I. Write I. That is common part. We can change it into variable part. Means every time first i's value is 0, second time i's value is 1, 2, 3 and 4. After fifth condition, loop get terminated. And last statement is get ch is to freeze the console and complete the main function. This is the all about whole solution of your program. What you require first, this whole code without any syntactical error. Next, what? Explanation part. You can explain this code below this program. Okay, and memory management concept. You can also draw memory management for how the memory is reserved for these players. Okay, and how the data is accessed. So this is our first problem statement. Today we will stop here.